All right, guys. So in the last video with Vegas, Sony Vegas, we did the highlights, opening, intro, womp, and talk over fade. Now we're going to do the opening. We're going to do these three, and we're going to change the music to that brass situation. So let's go ahead and grab our files and the brass, and we're just going to drag it over here again. Bump, bump, bump. Put the music on a separate track, and option 1, opening, talk over fade. So that means we do not have the highlights. Remember, this is highlights. We don't have highlights, and we don't have standard. So let's get rid of these two, and we got to talk over fade. So let's listen. How do we want to do this? Let's go back to the beginning. Audio's a little bit low. Oh, by the way, you see over here these meters? Yeah, this is actually a really good thing. You don't want to go. You don't want to go over. You don't want to get red. Okay, so you see I got red there. I'm at 6 decibels. Originally, I was at 0. Okay. And if you look over here, it's just a little bit weak. I would prefer to be up in this range. So we're going to increase the volume. And let's go back to 6. I'm going to increase it to 6 decibels. Go back to the beginning. Oop. So we hit a 0.8. We don't really want that. So I would drop it by 1. Look at that. Now it's perfect. Let's look for these other. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so 5 decibels is going to be perfect for this audio. And this is, you can, for example, you can listen to YouTube songs or download MP3 files, and they'll all be different. Even from these big production companies, the audio levels, the volume levels can actually be different. So sometimes we need to adjust. Okay, so that's important. Understand how to adjust. You can simply use this and just watch the meter over here. And once again, if you get into the red, you don't want to do that. Sony Vegas is really easy because if it's 0.8 in the red, just drop it 1. If it's 1.8 in the red, drop it 2. If it's 2.8, drop it 3. Okay, it's really simple to do. Okay, let's keep going here. Timeout fade. I think after that bump, 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 bump is a good time to join in, right? Yeah, let's start talking there. Hi, thanks for checking out my podcast tutorial. Yeah, I think my voice goes better with this music. Okay, so we need to change the volume. Remember how? Was it Shift V? Yes, that's our volume. But we don't want it there. We want it here. Shift V. Boom. There we go. So right here, we're going to zoom in. This is where we want to drop the volume. So I click twice again, and drop. Let's see how we do. Hi, thanks for checking out my... I think we need to go a little bit lower here. Whoops. Lower there. There we go. Hi, thanks for checking out my podcast. Hi, thanks for checking out my podcast tutorial. My name is Mike. We're going to fade out. In this tutorial, we're going to learn how I edit my podcasts, and we're going to start with la-di-da-di-da. Oh, yeah, I'll fade out quicker, because since I got la-di-da-di-da. What kind of podcaster says la-di-da-di-da? So we'll go down. You see, you can, once again, it's kind of hard to see the colors, I know, but whoops, that's not what we want. But we'll just kind of do the gradual. There, get out of here. You can, if I right click, I can delete the points too. Right click on the mark, I can delete. See how it disappeared? There we go. So now let's listen. Hi, thanks for checking out my podcast tutorial. My name is Mike. In this tutorial, we're going to learn how I edit my podcasts, and we're going to start with la-di-da-di-da. I think, once again, we can even go quicker. So I'm going to bring this over here. I'm going to drag this over here. That's probably going to be better. Hi, thanks for checking out my podcast tutorial. My name is Mike. In this tutorial, we're going to learn how I edit my podcast. Yep, I think that sounds just right. Okay, so that is an opening talk over fade. Opening talk over fade. Now we got opening intro womp talk over fade. So there's no highlights, but I do need my intro. All right, so let's go. I'm going to go Control Z. And I think on the, what is it, iMac, the Apple, it's a little bit different. So is it Apple Z? I don't even know. Let's find my good place for an intro. In this podcast, I'm going to start my intro right here. So I'm going to slide this over here. Yeah, I think that's good. I'm going to drop it to there. In this podcast, I'm going to show you how I... Oops, that's highlights. I don't want highlights. I want my intro. Let me go ahead and get rid of you. Get out of here. And I'm going to take you and put you right there. Just dragging it back. There we go. Welcome to an intro-outro-bed.com podcast tutorial. All right, so obviously we need to go back up at this point. All right, so we're going to make that, jump it back up. And we're at 0 here. You can click here and see it's at 0 decibels. You see that? 0 decibels. And now here is minus 8.7, minus 7.4, minus 8.1. So we want to be back at 0. We want to try and get to 0 here. So there we go. That's 0. Good. Welcome to an intro-outro-bed.com podcast tutorial. And once again, I think this is a great place to put our main podcast. Whoops. Yeah, come here. Give me double click. There we go. And I'm going to take our actual episode. And once again, I like sometimes to really use different lines. It's just easier for me to see things. So let's see how this goes. Welcome to an intro-outro-bed.com podcast tutorial. Hi, thanks for checking out my pod. Hi, thanks for checking out my podcast tutorial. My name is Mike. In this tutorial, I think that's even the perfect length. And look we're right at 20 seconds. So I like this. This song, the length is great, and it seems to work out nice. So that's the opening intro womp timeout fade. So we got our opening music, the intro, right? And then the womp, it goes up. Cast tutorial. Ba-da-bum. Now, bum, bum, that's perfect. That's a really good womp. I like that. Once again, the idea of a womp is you got some, peak in the music, something that is louder. It's a drum beat or a piano. In this case, it's brass. There's something that bum, bum, bum. That's a perfect womp. And then we got a talk over. I think I said timeout. Talk over and fade. The music goes down, right? Hi, thanks for checking out my podcast tutorial. My name is Mike. In this tutorial, we're going to learn... So nice and clean. Once again, with Sony Vegas, it's very nice and clean. Now we're going to do one more. This will be the opening intro quick out. Okay, so we got the opening. Let's get rid of this. Intro quick out. Bed.com podcast tutorial. I'm going to delete these points. delete, 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 delete. Delete. Whoops. Delete. There we go. All right. Welcome to an introoutrobed.com podcast tutorial. And again, it should be shorter. And it would be better to have a bump at the end. If you're going to do this type, if you're going to do if you're going to do a quick out, it's best to have sort of bump at the end. So that would be perfect. Hi, thanks for checking out my podcast and I think tutorial. That timing my name is right. So if you look at that, there's a little bit of a pause there, right? Hi, thanks for checking. Even though we can't see any music here, we don't see the waves, there is music happening. Listen. So if I click here where there is no wave, hi, thanks, we still hear that music. So just because we can't see it doesn't mean it's there, okay? So always keep that in mind. And for a quick out or a quick cut, you want to go pretty much at the end. It doesn't have to be 100% at the end. If it's a nice, abrupt, clean cut, it's easy. In this case, just basically insert a little bit after the final waves. Hi, thanks for checking out my podcast tutorial. There you go. And we never use the highlights, of course. Welcome to in that situation. So that's how you use Vegas, okay? And I love Vegas. I love Audition. When I work at the radio station, I use Audition all the time. When we make advertisements or news and things like that, we always use Audition. But at home, I'm a trader. I tend to use Vegas. I love Vegas. And yeah, both software, I'm comfortable with both. And once again, what's really important for podcasters, not musicians, but for podcasters, is your microphone setup. So if you have a good sounding voice system, you don't need any effects. It's very simple. It's basically cut and paste. You drop it, you change the volume points, right? And that's it. Once again, for a podcaster, which all of us are, Audition is beautiful. It's wonderful. But Sony just makes it easier to insert that video track, and then all we need to do as podcasters is drop in our picture, and boom, we're going to have video, okay? And now we can put it on YouTube easily, and it's very fast. This is, seriously, the big reason why I prefer Vegas over Audition for podcasts, simply because of this function. That's it. And also, by the way, I'm not sure, I have actually a couple memberships to Adobe. So every month I'm paying like $120 for, I think I have 3 memberships. It's crazy. But I think you can get Adobe Audition for $20 or $25 a month. That might sound like a lot, but if you're making a weekly podcast, it's worth it. Sony Vegas, on the other hand, I believe is $20 a month. It's actually cheaper. And Sony Vegas comes with a software called SoundForge. That's this one right here, SoundForge. SoundForge is essentially the same thing as Audition. It's supposed to have all the same functions and filters and things like that. I don't use SoundForge, once again, simply because I'm used to Audition, but it's also a great software, and it's not opening. I don't know why it's not. Oh, there we go. Wow, it's taking up. But this is another system that you can use to edit your audio. There's an update. Okay, all right, good. See, this is how I don't use it. But anyway, so if you have audio issues, if there's like a and you want to get rid of it, Audition, SoundForge, those are great programs to do that with. But once again, I don't use SoundForge, but Sony Vegas comes with SoundForge, so you can get that, and I think it's actually cheaper, like I said, than Adobe Audition. All right, so yeah, hopefully this has been helpful for you guys. Major program update. Oh, okay. No, I'm not going to do that. Bye-bye. So yeah, so use our affiliate links, right? Help each other out. That would be greatly appreciated if you joined either Audition or Sony Vegas. If you used our affiliate links, we would greatly appreciate that. It's nickels and dimes for us, but those nickels and dimes matter. And for you, there's no extra cost or no loss. You don't miss out on any discounts or anything. And if you see something better, go ahead and, of course, take it. But I think what we have, what we're linked to is the best. So there you go. I hope this has been helpful. Thank you very much, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.